Hello, I'm gonna see how this works. I tried going live on my desktop again. It's just totally fucked up. I tried Google Chrome. That doesn't fix it. Now, not only can I not seem to go live, but the Go Live Now button has disappeared. So, nobody's watching right Oh my goodness. If nobody watches this, I'm just gonna. Hello, Xboyox. Okay. If nobody actually watches this, I'll just delete this video. I mean, obviously, I'm lying in my bed right now. It's like 3:45 in the morning. I was struggling with my desktop to try and get YouTube live streaming to work on it. I opened up Google Chrome, I did the thing. Thanks, Xboyox. Appreciate that. Um, Tried to get it running on there, the live stream. It just won't run at all. Before I had a problem with it saying I need to install Google Hangouts. Now I can't even get to that part. Now it just says like you got to schedule it in the future and you need an encoder, which why the fuck would I pay for an encoder when I can just broadcast free on my phone? So 6 p.m. Okay. So yeah, it pisses me off too. And by the way, I thought okay, it'd be interesting to do a live stream now. I'm not even tired, by the way. I slept till like 2:30 in the afternoon today, but fuck it, I feel like lying down. But I'm like, why should I pay $10 for an encoder to run a live stream when supposedly I can do it with just Google Hangouts, and I can do it on my phone? So hey Drake. Michelle Shaney, I'm curious, where do you live? We're at 6 p.m. Australia? Anyways, what's ops, Drake? Anyways, so tonight, I want to, first of all, share this live stream with your friends right now. England. Oh, you're in England. It's 8:50 in the morning. Wow. Oh, you are in Australia, Michelle. Will it work with YouTube? OBS? I'll check that out, Drake. It just, I want to, you need an encoder to do a live stream now. That was an option before, but it seemed like you didn't have to have it. Now, I don't see any other way to do it except get an encoder, which, fuck that. Why am I going to pay to go live when I could just do it on Google Hangouts before? By the way, Google Hangouts, even if I just wanted to make a call to someone with it, I don't know if I can do it now. I tried testing it out. I couldn't get anything working on it. I couldn't get my webcam connected to it. Webcam works fine with a demo of YouTube, Wirecast, which I could use as an encoder. But again, why would I pay the $10 when I can do this for free on my phone? And there's nothing complicated about. I swear, I went to the Stream Live Now page. It looks like an unfinished construction site. It's like there's a bunch of options. Nowhere can you go live. It says Stream Live Now. Your best option to stream live is go to make an event and then schedule an event and just do it now. So why would I do all that? Xboyox, well, I don't know. You have to ask them. But that's most YouTube channels. Look at how many subscribers actually engage with the channel. So, it's kind of normal. But so tonight, I was working my job, bouncing at a bar, security. For the most part, the night was uneventful. I'm dealing with some guys there that they're a couple of regulars in there. They're in there a lot. Sometimes they get in arguments with people. But I was getting along with one of the guys. And everybody gets outside the end of the night. It's still raining right now, and it was raining all day today and all night. And one guy says another guy spit on him. And so the other bouncer and I are trying to keep everyone from fighting, and their friends are trying to keep them from fighting too. But these two guys are arguing, and then it's just like everything splinters off. More and more people start getting mad, getting involved. Before you know it, the whole thing was out of control. These guys are fighting, other people are fighting. The fight spreads out all over to the street. They're blocking traffic on the street. Then people are hitting cars and stuff. I mean, like punching cars and throwing other people into the cars. Some guy ends up lying down on the street without a shirt on or pants on. He's just got like underwear or shorts on. I called the police because there was nothing we could do at that point to stop it all. The police came, questioned a bunch of people. Somebody had thrown up at some point outside, so I had to get like 5 buckets of water to clean all the vomit off from the sidewalk. No, I'm not going to buy it, Drake. Um, do I like McDonald's? Sure. Yeah. I try and eat healthy stuff, so sorry, I don't want to. Again, I'm not even tired right now, but it's 3:45 in the morning or whatever. I just figure, fuck it, I'm gonna sit down or lie down. So there was a big brawl. Now I filmed some of it on my phone. That was really cool. But I will not put it online. I thought about putting it just like blurring everybody, censoring them so you can't really see it. I still wouldn't do that because I don't want people. I don't want people to. Sorry, I tried to hold my phone on the side. To see the video, and if anyone recognizes where it all happens, to then post around about it, because I know right away it's going to get back to the company, and then the owner's going to find out, and then it's legal to film. Yeah, I can film whatever I want, but it's not good job security to film that and then post it, and people post it everywhere saying, hey, look what happened outside here, and it was one of the employees who filmed it, and then you find his YouTube channel and seeing everything else about it. Not that there's anything wrong with my YouTube channel as far as my job goes, but I don't want to do anything that's potentially incendiary as far as getting attention to my bar about a fight breaking out and like memorializing on the internet and while I'm working there. So I'm not going to put that up. It was a cool thing to see. I don't think anybody got too hurt, but it was just crazy. People were lying down in the streets screaming, fighting, punching. Bunch of douchebags too were fighting. No, I don't have a Samsung phone. I have a BlackBerry Priv with a slide out keyboard. I used to have Samsungs, but I really like a physical keyboard. So I was glad BlackBerry made this phone. So there was a big. I don't watch football. There was the big brawl outside. The police came, were questioning people. I don't even know how they decide who to arrest or what to do because you can't really do anything. When everybody wants to fight, all you can do is let them fight and try and break it up. The only thing really, well, they could do is if there was damage to cars, figure out who damaged the cars or if anybody had medical bills. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to upload it. I'm not going to upload that video. No, it's Saturday morning here for me. I'm not going to upload that. Um, you know, when when I stop working this job, sure, I'll upload it. Probably because then it won't matter. But right now, I'm working there. I don't want my boss to be getting mad thinking, why are you like promoting that fights happen around here? We don't want that happening, especially a big brawl like that. Even though it happened outside. Yeah, right. No, of course, I'm not going to. Um, uh, I'm not going to bother uploading it. Same with the fist fight, or not fist fight. I got sucker punched a few years ago. I won't upload that either until I quit the job. I have security footage of that. Now, something else that happened. Did I intervene? I tried to prevent it. One of the guys I knew, he was saying like, "Oh, this other guy spit on me." I said, "If you fight him, you're going to get arrested." Okay, because outside, we're not even really supposed to do anything outside to prevent fights, but we're supposed to let the police deal with it. But while we're there and while we have their attention, we were trying to stop them, but nobody would listen. They were all so angry. Groups of friends were all out on the sidewalk, couldn't do anything about it. Ravens Nation, I said I'm not going to upload the video, so why are you trying to guess where it is? Okay? If you try and do anything like that and actually expose this, I'll just delete this whole thing and ban you. So don't bother. Okay, it's not that it's not necessary. It's not interesting to try and say, okay, where did this happen? Let's go ahead and say, yeah, it happened wherever, one of those places you said. So, anyways, it broke. All that happened, but police came, whatever, cleared up. Then I got home, and I saw that there was again. It was raining all day today. There were storms out today. Um, Ravens Nation. Okay, you can do what I said, or you can get banned. So it's up to you. It's not even that I'm bothered. Like you're trying to find out guess where this happened. I don't even care because it's not my fault if you start saying, well, this happened around there. I'm saying it's a pointless conversation to be having to try and figure out where this was. Like, get interested in something that's more interesting. I'm not trying to drag down this conversation into gossip about where this happened. It doesn't matter. Have you ever heard of a fight happening? Have you ever seen a fight happening? You know fights happen? Okay, well, then that's what happened. Imagine a place where fights happen. Could be anywhere. That's where it happened. It could have been anywhere. Not only that, okay, the storm has been going on all day. I got home, and my landlord had texted me earlier about this, that a tree fell over and hit my two roommates' cars. Well, I never really noticed how big the tree in our front yard is, because you don't think about it. I just go by and I'm not hanging out in the front yard. Uh, I came home. This massive tree completely, and I thought maybe it was one limb or something that came down. This massive tree completely had fallen over. It's blocking up almost the entire street, and it demolished my roommate's cars. So I'm lucky that I was out working when this happened. Thank goodness. My only regret really now is that high rogue. No, there wasn't lightning that I could tell, but uh, my only regret was because it the window in the front door is broken. I broke it by accident. It's gonna cost like $1,400 to fix. My only regret was instead of falling out towards the street, I wish that tree fell and destroyed that front door. Of course, it would have taken out a lot of the house with it, but then I wouldn't have had to pay for it. So that would have made things easier for me. But anyways, my roommate's two roommates' cars. Landlord's car is okay in the driveway, but my roommates' cars are fucking demolished by this massive tree. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad that didn't happen to me because even with my insurance, okay, I'd pay like a $500. Well, I'd pay maybe a $500 deductible, but it would total the car. I'm sure my car is not worth much, so then I would have to buy a new car. The insurance company might give me a check for it, but then I'd be screwed trying to find a decent car. My car is really good now. It lasts for a long time. Yeah, it's a crappy deal. Man, you don't want that to happen. I mean, what bad luck. And it fell right on top of him. It didn't fall any other direction. That's sort of the natural incline. I know this looks really stupid, me lying down here. Uh, I don't know. I wasn't here. I didn't see it. I came home at like 2:30 in the morning, so everybody's asleep. I didn't see their reaction. I'm sure they weren't happy. No, I don't have pictures of it. It was too dark. I tried to take a picture and some video. I'll probably take some video tomorrow during the day. I just couldn't get any. It was so dark, and I have my phone, and it's still raining, so I don't want to bring my camera outside and let my camera get wet. But I just couldn't get any exposure on my phone. But anyways, the other thing I've been thinking too is, especially with this window I got to get fixed, is I need a second job. Let me get this more light over here. That didn't help too much. That helped a little bit. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I need a second job. I'm not saving money. I'm barely getting by, and I got to pay for this window. I'm trying to get my friend to who's done construction work or really remodeling work on my parents' house to try and look at the window and see if he can replace it, and he might be able to do it cheaper. The glass itself is still going to be really expensive, but at least he could do it for less than this company, hopefully. So we'll see. I don't know if he can do it. He's got to come by tomorrow and look at it. But either way, I got to be making more money, especially if I'm going to. Oh yeah, my landlord's much better. Thanks, Michelle. Yeah, my landlord's really cool. My last landlord, I should have been turned off the moment I met her because she was really selfish and cold and distant, and just not a nice person. And she was kind of manipulative too. The way she would kind of be a salesperson about trying to like redirect a conversation from problems I had with my house and my roommates to stuff like she just wanted me to feel good about anyway. Like she just wanted me to feel good. Like, oh, I hear what you're saying, Angelo. Um, yeah, work at a store? No way. I'm not working at a store. But I need some kind of other job. So I'm trying to see, like, looking up Craigslist every day for video stuff, trying to meet more people in film, go to film meetups around here, and see if there's something in video I can do because that's my main skill. I don't have any other skills really. And if I work at a store, it's going to be miserable. Um, So no, I'm not a well. I mean, yeah, I'm a gamer, I guess. But the thing is, I don't have time for video games, and I don't have money for it, so I don't play them anymore. I used to play a ton of Counter Strike. I haven't had a console since like the GameCube. I have a Nintendo Wii. I've played it once in like 4 years that I've had it. Uh, Damn, I know this looks so stupid. Me lying here, I just feel like an idiot. There, I should be sitting up at least. It's better. Oh, goodness, this is dumb. Yeah, that's better. Sitting up in the corner. I feel like a moron lying down. Oh shit. Uh, yeah, I know I need some kind of. The Wii's not. I mean, yeah, I could sell it, but Wii's not going to get me much money. Um, some kind of job, and the problem is with getting a job. First of all, I don't like doing what people tell me. And I don't like doing, if anything I'm told to do doesn't make sense, or we have to do stuff that doesn't make sense, or do it just because of somebody's insecurity, like avoid fixing some problem just because it's by calling attention to it, you're going to embarrass like a boss who messed up and created the problem in the first place. I can't stand that. I don't want to work anywhere like that. To me, that's a total waste of a business. And run into that enough everywhere I go. To me, it's like if you have a business, you should treat it like a valuable investment. You shouldn't treat it like something that's a waste and you're just trying to like seal up any problems so they don't become too troublesome to people. And another thing is, if I get a job, any job that's decent, they're going to want you to be there for a long time. They don't want to just hire you and then lose you and then have to train somebody else for the job. And I don't want to work anywhere for a very long time. I just want to work somewhere for a month or two, maybe save a little bit of money. I'm not even really going to be able to save money. Just pay down my credit card a little bit and pay for this window. Uber, no, I wouldn't do that. Your chat isn't working. No, Michelle, I can see what you're saying. Your chat's working. By the way, I didn't get the script. I don't. Yeah. So, Michelle, if you wanted to send me a script, go look at my About tab and look for my email address on my channel. But yeah, I don't want to work anywhere a long time. Most jobs are going to be miserable. The only kind of jobs I can probably get don't pay well. I'm going to work really hard at them, like cleaning, like I can't even think of what else. So many crappy jobs around here. And there should be so many more opportunities. Stupid crap like I can't work 5 days a week at my job if I want to. Because if I was working 5 days a week, that goes in, that legally, that counts as like working full time. And then my boss would have to pay a ton extra in benefits for me that I don't even care about or want. I just want the extra day's pay. So if we're adults, why can't we make an arrangement that we both agree to and both agree is beneficial and I get paid more and I do work for this company? No, we can't do that because that's illegal. That's a crime and somehow that's helping employment. All these measures that people think are helping employees, they don't realize it's actually an invisible way of destroying opportunities for employees. Yeah, Michelle, look on, yeah, hotel front desk worker. I've thought about stuff like that, like concierge in an apartment building. I wouldn't want to work at a hotel. But Michelle, look at my email address. Oh yeah, or Facebook too. I linked to it in the description. Look in the description. It's there, my public Facebook page, and send me your script. Um, but yeah, so I can't even work 5 days a week at my job if I want because my boss can't afford to pay me all these benefits, medical benefits, and whatever the hell else you have to pay into when your employee works. It like you're mandated by law, and so as a result, it's and nobody sees it. It's invisible that there's many less jobs because of that, and less opportunities, and we don't see the opportunities that never show up because of that. And then we have all these people who are struggling for work, who are having to work 2 or 3 jobs, or underemployed, and then we're thinking, okay, we have to do something about it. We'll do these completely ridiculous and wasteful things because we don't even think. Let adults just hire and work for each other as they choose. Um, no, I wouldn't use Facebook Live necessarily because more people are on my YouTube channel, so that's where I'd want to go. Plus, I'm not going to. I don't want to have the Facebook app on my phone. I don't have that, and I would think you need that to go live on your phone. But those are all problems of finding work. So the people who offer jobs, they just don't seem that good. The stuff I find on Craigslist, you got to know someone who can offer you good work. Uh, Driving a street sweeper, that'd be good money, Drake. But again, you need a lot of training for that. You need to probably go through a lot of big application process, and I don't think too many people. There's too many positions open for that. It's you got to get creative about what you're going to do. So I'm still thinking something along the lines of video. I don't like the kind of work you would have to do at most video firms because it's not that expressive or creative to me. It's doing basically marketing and advertising that's just very boilerplate. It's straightforward. It's not exciting. I've done sort of stuff like that for a while. Chatterbait. I've heard of that. What is that? Some kind of dirty thing? I don't know what that is. Chatterbait. Facebook Live. I have a laptop trying to go. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about Facebook Live. Uh, Work for the news as a cameraman. I actually applied to do that once with a woman at the news I met before because I shot something. I might get this in a better position. I shot something for a company that had a segment on the news, and I was there in the studio and met this woman, but they never hired me. So I still got to keep trying, keep looking. And that was years ago. That was like 3 years ago, and I went to this job fair and paid a lot of money to go there, park there, spend the day, try interview with all these companies. Nobody would hire me. And then what I realized is I wouldn't want to work for any of these companies. I want to work for myself because you couldn't pay me. Like I mean, not you couldn't pay me. Um, I I would rather yeah be my own boss and making videos than doing what other people tell me. And excuse me, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, and I would rather be doing stuff that even you can pay to get like conventional, well-made videos done, but you couldn't pay someone, no matter how many people you paid, to make something creative that somebody else thought of first. So, for instance, like I don't know, I'm trying to think of some YouTube video or something I really like. Oh, like Vic Berger. Vic Berger makes those remixes of Steve Harvey, Donald Trump, Jim Baker. You couldn't pay other people enough to make videos as funny as he has. To make those videos, to say, okay, I want you to make a viral video that's really funny and it's a mashup of other videos, and I'll pay you to do it, and you try and do it. You couldn't pay anyone to do that because that comes from Vic Berger's imagination, and luckily he was able to monetize that value, that entertainment that he was giving people. But he also worked on stuff like that for a while, and it didn't. It didn't. I'm sure it didn't pay much. Eventually, he was able to get recognition for that and get to monetize that value. I'm not talking just YouTube. I mean monetize a value like any service or product you give or sell. And then and then you make money on it by monetizing it. In other words, you're not just selling junk, you're giving quality to people, giving them what they want in life, and then you're getting paid for it. You're monetizing that value you're giving them. So that's the thing I don't like about having to work for any kind of regular video company is, and also it would be a ton of time. I know I would lose all my free time. I wouldn't be able to make videos very much. Arts grants are difficult to get here, Michelle. I've looked into that before. You basically need somebody who's kind of an expert to help write the grant for you, and I don't feel like going through that. I feel I'd rather just, that's a good idea, be a vacuum salesman. Yeah, I did study sales, and that's something I plan on utilizing, and I always sort of utilize it. Jordan Belfort's Straight Line Persuasion, he's the Wolf of Wall Street. It really is great, and it's helped me a ton. And it's also just helped me, have more clarity and understand how to better approach people and persuade them, and feeling more confident about how to get what I want in any situation. And hi, Howlalus from London. Well, hello to London. Appreciate you watching. It's now 4:15 in the morning here. Just doing a live stream after work. Saw a big brawl, a big fight outside my job at a bar tonight, and then came home, and there's still a storm going on now. It's been raining all day. A huge tree in my front yard came crashing down before I came home from work and just destroyed my two roommates' cars. So I'll get some pictures of that tomorrow, I think, or video. Thank you. Hey, Lacurd. Yeah, I'll try and get it tomorrow. I tried to film it tonight, but it was just so dark. I couldn't get any exposure. So I'm talking about looking for another job here. I need more money. I need a second job. But how much? Basically, any job won't work for me. I hate most jobs. I don't want to do what people say. I don't want to be at a job site where I'm isolated from other people and just working with the same bunch of coworkers, especially if it's all a bunch of whatever, a bunch of country guys or something, or like guys I don't have anything in common with, which a lot of jobs are like that are easy jobs sort of to pick up, like construction work, or not just construction work, but like day laborer, where I wouldn't want to hang out with all those guys all day and just talk to them. At least the good thing about my job right now as a bouncer is I'm in an environment that's not like work, because people are relaxed, they're having fun, they're drinking, they're making conversation, so they're eating, so it's not hard. So that's easy enough to do. Drake, man, I really appreciate all these ideas. Verizon as a tech guy. Well, first of all, I like T-Mobile. I think you know that. So if I'm going to work for any phone company, it's going to be for T-Mobile. I'm a huge T-Mobile fanboy. And again, even with T-Mobile, I looked up like a sales job with them. It's really tough because I know I would have to, I could probably be good at it. I would probably enjoy it because I know how to write a sales script and craft a pitch, and raise people's certainty and manage their expectations, get them feeling what I want them to feel. But the problem is it would take a ton of time, and I'm not trying to work a full-time job. I'm just trying to get a little extra money that I can put back into my videos, reinvest in them, and think of creative ways of monetizing value with my videos. Maybe making a film and renting a theater around here and getting people to see it, and then keeping in contact with some of those people if they want to work on a movie with me in the future, because I can't keep doing this alone, basically. I'm like the only crew member. I could use other crew members, people who could be like production coordinators or producers, actors, all that stuff. Yeah, music videos. Again, Drake, I appreciate that suggestion. Yeah, and I'd actually really like to do that, but it's not as easy to get that job as you'd think. And a lot of music videos you do would just be for free, and nobody can pay for them. And it's just tough. Looking at T-Mobile if you're interested in it, Drake, or look at my T-Mobile commercials. I've done a lot of them over the years. So that's my dilemma. Is I don't want to work most jobs. I don't want to spend a ton of time at them. I don't want to be at a job. I'm going to be working hard for very little money, and I'm barely going to notice any the difference in money. I'm going to lose a bunch of free time I could be working on videos. Oh, excuse me. And I'll be working some pointless job I don't like. And a lot of jobs, if they're any decent, they expect you. First of all, it'll either be a long application process. And by the way, I hate applying for anywhere that makes you create an account and log in and send a resume. I don't even believe in that. You can tell what someone's like when you meet them. You can tell if you want them to work for you, unless it's a job where it's like you need special skills. But I don't believe in sending resumes. What a waste of time. And I don't want to log in and do some, 45-minute job application just to make sure you really want the job. Like Home Depot will do stuff like that. I did an application for them a while ago. I remember that. I wouldn't even answer their phone calls. Mike Foster, do I need a web designer? I guess I could use one. Well, yeah, sure, well, absolutely, but I don't even have the money to hire one. And I don't want anyone to work for free for me. And I wouldn't really trust work I get free in a way because I know you'd have other projects and other stuff you need to do. And so I wouldn't expect you to make it a priority to work on a free project for me. And I know it would either be shortcut, like you make shortcuts or delay it. And you'd want to take more paid work. So I wouldn't hire a web designer right now. Drake, you can try that yourself. You can tweet him or find him on Facebook. John Ledger. He's the CEO of T-Mobile. Sometimes they do giveaways, by the way. So follow John Ledger, the CEO of T-Mobile, on Twitter, and see when he does giveaways because he does do them once in a while. Yeah, my mom, it's my mom, not my grandma, but she does sell her food sometimes, yes, and she definitely could, uh, uh, what the hell was I just reading? Yeah, she does sell her food sometimes. She definitely could sell it more, and I encourage her to try and sell food, and it'd be really nice if she was able to make a lot of money with that, because it's expensive making all those recipes, too, just making food in general. I mean, I'm so sort of lazy and gotten to the point where I'm comfortable spending more on food that I'll keep buying good ingredients for food. Whereas when I was living in Annandale for a while, I would save so much money because the only food I would basically buy is Dollar Tree bread and giant bags of and eggs, and not eggs from Dollar Tree, but I would basically buy Dollar Tree bread, herbs, and spices, and then everything else I would get would basically be like just eggs, beans. Beans would be from Dollar Tree, and huge bags of rice. And that's I would eat like rice every day, huge bowls of rice, and save money. But now it's like I've gone soft. Now I expect to be pampered a little bit and have a little bit of luxury in what I eat. So now I keep buying nicer food, and it costs a little more. What would be the best job for me? Some kind of filmmaking, but filmmaking where I'm doing something. I get to sort of be the boss and tell people what to do. Because I don't know if you saw it before, but what I was saying is a guy like Vic Berger or any filmmaker, whatever, whoever you like, you can pay people to make professionally done videos that are, you know, technically proficient and tell a story and sell your company or whatever it is you do, but you could never pay somebody else to make a video that gets people's engagement and gets them to react as strongly as Vic Berger does with his mashups of Donald Trump, Steve Harvey, and Jim Baker. That's because it comes from his point of view and his imagination, and he's able to monetize that value. That's what I want to be able to do more of. Now I do that now, but it's not much money, and I don't have very popular videos very often, and I'm really trying to work on that, which is how to get enlist people to support me more, whether it's fans online or people I can work with. And say I work with a bunch of people here, a crew and cast of 30 people on a movie. Well, if I do that and then I rent a theater, might be just like one night, to rent a theater and just show one screening of this movie, whatever movie I make. All those people in the cast and crew would try and go and get all their friends and family to buy tickets to the movie, in addition to me just trying to advertise it in the theater, advertising it as well. And so that's what I would hope to do, is sell out the theater and get a bunch of people involved supporting me, and that's how you get more and more support. See, it's not just about making videos, it's about actually going out, influencing people, getting them to feel certainty that they really want to support you and they like you. So that's, it just takes time, and I've gotten away from that because I used to go out all the time and try and meet people and companies that I thought I could work for and make videos for. And it took a long time, but eventually I did get some work like that. But now I'm like, I don't want to spend all that time. I want to make cheap stuff that's quick on YouTube and try and get something successful like my Annandale videos. But that's, just takes a lot of trying, and it doesn't work out very much. Yeah, thanks. How low? It keeps popping up. Comments keep flickering in and out like a flickering light bulb. I don't know why. It's so hard to just have them solid on screen. I want to read them. Yeah, you say my dad's funny and he seems chill. Yeah, I'd like to film him more too. That'd be funny. Do I like Sushi Drake? Yeah, I like sushi a lot, actually. I'm trying to read this stuff, but again, it's so I don't. How the hell am I supposed to work this on my phone? It keeps flickering. Damn it. Okay, Michelle Cheney. It's amazing how some. I swear, it's the equivalent of trying to listen to a bad drive-through speaker. It's amazing how some channels have 7,000 subs in a few weeks. Check out things like Columbine. Check out the CVA Columbine Video Archives. I'll try and check that out. Do I live at home? No, I don't. Did I ever take video filmmaking classes? Technically, I did, yeah, but pretty much everything I learned online or in books or whatever, just watching movies. Yeah, I took 2 video production classes at a public access TV station in 2003. I was 17 or 18 back then. Oh, thanks. Yeah, Mike Foster, definitely. Reddit's very good for um, promotion. Yeah. But I can't say any more than that because they don't want you promoting your stuff on there. It's, so, if anything goes on there, I have to just let it go, whatever it is. And hopefully, yeah, that helps me out. But videos don't go viral the same way as they used to. Years ago, it used to be if a video went viral, it was because people emailed it to each other. Now it's just on social media. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm gonna rub my face. I don't want to show that on camera. Um, the videos would get popular on social media. Now it's more like if it's popular, it's because YouTube makes it popular and puts it on their homepage. So it's kind of shitty. I think YouTube is the way forward. Yeah, but even YouTube's not really like the way I like it. I don't think it's as community driven as it used to be. Used to actually have a community button on YouTube and a friends list. That's all gone now. It's harder to keep in contact with people on there. Yeah, thanks, Hal. Appreciate that. Yeah. Um, yeah, I'm thinking of other ways to monetize things too, like maybe selling merchandise. And really, I'm kind of lazy about that. I should get more on top of that because I bet I could sell T-shirts with my mom's face on it, and maybe coffee mugs, mouse pads, bumper stickers, hats. Those would be good. Who knows what else? Some kind of kitchen accessory I think would be good, just because my mom does her cooking videos. Gonna rub my face again. Gonna turn the camera away. There we go. Yeah, I know. YouTube should bring back the friends list. So I'm really struggling to think what kind of job it's gonna get now, because, there are a lot of jobs around here, but they're not very good jobs, and you got to find them. You really do, and it's not an unfair thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just the reality of you got to know people who can help connect you to a good job. That's the best way to find a job, and it makes perfect sense. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, like, oh, it's unfair, they're keeping me out of jobs. I really have to, find the good opportunities by meeting people and getting to. But it's just I don't know. For one thing, I don't go out much. I don't have money to go out much, but also I work Thursday through Sunday nights. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights are big nights to go out, to go to events, to meet people, film events, whatever. And I'm working all those nights, so I never get a chance to go out then. And it's not really an excuse, I could go out to different stuff and try and meet people and whatever. Just partly it's my own excuses, and partly I'm just not putting in the effort to go meet people and find opportunities. What are we saying? What are people saying here? Yeah. Okay, I see your comments, but whatever. Yeah, trending videos. I don't think they're very good either. Um, yeah, it's if you want to make money with videos, you got to find multiple streams of income to monetize them. Um, yeah, that's the best I can say and that's why I'm working this job. Oh, I got to scratch my eye again. As I was saying, I'm working this job, but it increasingly looks like if I want to have extra money right now, I want to raise extra money somehow to make films and then try and put those out there. But it looks like I'm gonna have to try and get a second job, something with films somehow. I'm gonna keep looking. I know I can find it. I got the experience. Lots of people would like to work with me. I know that. I mean, they lots of people would be happy to work with me if I talked to them and showed them what I do, because you couldn't pay someone enough to make the kind of videos that I have. Meaning, it you can make them professionally and well done and everything, but you're not going to have my point of view. And the tricky thing is, yeah, a lot of people won't, but a lot of people don't want to pay for my point of view and don't need my point of view. So it's a challenge trying to find out how do I monetize that and who would want to hire me exactly. And a lot of people who would like to have my videos wouldn't want to pay for them, or they don't have the money to pay for them. So you got to go to people who can actually pay you. With the Annandale landlord, basically, she shut up and stopped talking to me because, I mean, well, she just shut up. I can't say why exactly. I don't know, but I'm sure probably she realized she should not be harassing me and insulting me the way she was on text messages. Sometime I'll make a video about that. I just been so lazy. I should have done it way earlier, but I still have her text messages from when she was so angry about all that. Yeah, and I just moved out. That was that. Food reviews. Thanks, Drake, for the suggestion. I really appreciate those suggestions because a lot of times my best ideas come from other people. So we have done some food reviews, and my mom, that is, and maybe she'll do some in the future. I don't know. Curd, it's bad. I don't know what you're talking about. Is that a food? I guess that's a food. I like the video of you scaring your mom. Yeah, I try not to do that. Thanks, but I try not to do that anymore. I don't really feel like it's me. It felt like it was just trying. I was just trying it out, but it didn't really feel like me. It felt like it was just trying to do something that was popular. Yeah, how to basic. Sure, that guy's funny. Drake, I'll try and remember to say that. I don't really remember everything people tell me because I get a lot of messages, but I will try. But know that she appreciates it just the same, and I appreciate it, Drake. Yeah, the algorithm, that's a screwy thing too. Won't even get into all that. But so just update everyone. Okay, 4:30 in the morning. Right now, I'm leaning on my little kid's bed uh, in the corner of my room. It is a great room to have, to be in an actual big space. I still can't get over it. Every day, it's like I'm on vacation here. To be in a room, I'll see if I can get a shot of this. Let me flip the camera around. Turn that, yeah, and an actual big space here that I can look into and walk around, and I'll turn the camera back around, flip it around. and actually walk and not just hit the wall within 2 steps. So that is really nice, but it's more money. I gotta pay for the foot massager video. Yes, thanks, Drake. I appreciate you remembering that. That was a funny video. And actually, I got some company reaching out to me. They were interested in licensing that video. And I forget if they did run it anywhere or not, but they did run some other videos of mine as well that they licensed, like my mom's car wash video. Yeah, thanks. What are you talking about, Michelle? Wow, waits. I don't do exercise. It sounds like you're talking about one of my mom's videos. Yeah, she's trying to lose weight, and she's been successful at it. So we'll have an update about that soon. We're doing updates on that once in a while. I don't know why my mom's scared of the car wash. My mom's crazy. Thanks, La Luce. It's about my mom's neighbors trying to steal her place. Yeah, that was funny. Great narration voice. I'm gonna rub my face again. Turn the camera away. I don't want to be rude. I appreciate that. The crazy thing about doing voice work, it's a very, it's a skill. Doing voice work. If I was to do voice work, I would really need to train and practice speaking and pronouncing things very well, because you don't realize how many little things about your voice that are not well suited to voice performance and voice work until you like listen carefully to your pronunciation, your accent, everything, your inflection, your tone, your tonality, everything about it, because you have to have like mastery of your voice. It's very difficult. It's not an easy thing to do. It's just it's an incredible skill. I'd be sort of interested in doing. I wonder how I'd go about it. But that too, it's like you deal with a lot of rejection. I'm sure it's very difficult to get into, and you'd basically be doing a lot of crappy work or difficult work that doesn't pay very well. Yeah, thanks. The Annandale video. Well, I kind of wish I had something else I felt like making a video like that on, like a topic like that. At the time, I was just really angry about living there. Not just at the time, every day I lived in Annandale, I was angry about living there. So, I really wanted to get that out of me. I'm not going to make that about a place like this or like Arlington, which is a much nicer city. That outlet? The right, yes, the power outlet. Oh man, that was funny. Yeah, sure was. And my landlord was pissed about that too. Like I didn't know that was broken. It wasn't like I didn't know, so she's giving me excuses why she didn't fix it. She was really selfish. No, I don't really watch TV. I watch a tiny bit of it, a little bit. I can't really bring myself to watch anything other than movies on TV. So either TCM or the Cinemax channels, because they have movies uncut and no commercials. I mean, yeah, no, they don't censor anything. But like I said, I barely watch it. I got the TV right there, right past me. I almost never have it on. And I don't like having it on too when I'm lying down, trying to fall asleep. It's too big and bright, so it's hard for me to do that. When I lived with my parents, I could do that because it was a much smaller TV, so I could comfortably leave the TV on and fall asleep with it on. This, it's miserable because the TV's so big. I'm not going to take away my cable box, Drake. Why would I do that? It's my landlord's cable box. I'm not going to take away anything. But if I had to pay for my own cable, I wouldn't pay for it. It's not worth it. It's included in my rent here, so why not? I mean, I have it. That's no big deal. Sorry. But if I had to pay for it on my own, absolutely, I wouldn't pay for it. It's not worth it. I don't care. I have Netflix. It's good enough for me. Yeah, so I'm really struggling to think about a job right now. What the hell can I do? And not something that I'm going to have to make a big commitment for, either both in terms of time like hours a day, or in terms of a company that's going to want me to work there for a long time. I'm not going to want to apply to a place like that. So got to find some kind of temporary work, gig work, maybe get back into video work because I did lots of video work for years. Videography, like for a fashion agency. I did it for a real estate company. And that stuff was all good, but the thing is, in the end, for all the hours I was having to put in, I wasn't really noticing the money. It was like the same as if I was just making a little, just working a regular job, making that kind of money. Um, and eventually the work wasn't that interesting to me. So I would rather, at a certain point, I decided I'd rather be doing my own projects and just taking a chance on how much money I'll make on those and on YouTube, rather than doing projects that will get paid, but I feel like I wasn't part of the process anymore. I was just doing stuff just to get it out as quickly as possible. I really didn't like that. Home inspector. Hey, that sounds like a good job. How the hell do I get that job? Oh yeah, that'd be a very difficult job to get because you'd probably have to know all kinds of engineering and architecture and rules and regulations. I don't want to do all that. That that'd be miserable. Uh, I'm looking on Craigslist every day because there might be something. And I've had some really good luck on Craigslist. The real estate job I did, I ended up doing, real estate videos for 2 years, because I found a real estate shoot on Craigslist. And the guy who was running the job happened to be an old friend of mine from a bar I used to go to. And the bar I used to shoot videos at. And we actually shot a video together there once years ago, like 2010, somewhere around there. So when I saw him again, I was like, "Oh, you're kidding me! It's you." And I met the guy, and that was pretty cool. So that's another reason why going out and meeting people is good. I've met other filmmakers and people I've worked with, so I really should be doing that more. Part of the reason I don't do that now is some of the events I was going to, like comedy shows, they don't have at some of the places I used to go to anymore. And now a lot of them are further away, like in DC, which is just miserable to get to. DC's close by, but it's miserable to get to because you have to go over a bridge to get there, whichever way you go. And so it's horrible to drive to. It's horrible, even worse to park in. And on top of that, if you don't want to drive there, you can take the metro. The metro's horrible. Uh, um, Uber is expensive. No matter what you do, taxi is expensive. It's going to be miserable. Drake, I love these suggestions. Be a pest control guy. Again, that's going to require a lot of training. So I know that's probably not going to work out for me. You know, I am getting a little tired soon, so I'll probably cut this off soon because it doesn't look great when I'm all tired on camera. But I'm probably looking for something I can do like freelance, maybe some kind of my own, something that's like my own business, where I can try and negotiate my own prices and do stuff I feel only makes sense to me, so I'm not stuck to somebody else's policies. Even then, it's kind of tough because if you're working for clients, they're the ones who are paying you. You kind of got to do what they say and keep them happy. So maybe something like for myself selling something somehow, like selling my video services. I'm gonna sit up straight. Again, I was leaning back a little bit. Figuring out something with that, like with sales, that'd be nice. Just don't know what exactly. Again, I'm just looking now. Like it's been a while since I've actually looked for work, but I'm looking on Craigslist every day, and I feel good about that. Like at least I'm gonna find something. Buy my mom a beach house. Now, Drake, what are you out of your mind? How am I gonna pay for a beach house? I'm struggling to pay for a window, let alone the house you build around it. Yeah, that would be nice. Airplanes. Yeah, airplanes are fun. Man, excuse me. Uh, Maybe I'll take my mom to the beach for a video. Now that'd be fun. like go on the boardwalk, like Virginia Beach. It's a little bit of a far drive, but not too long to go there. You know, in the morning, come back at night, and go there and shoot with my mom. That might be fun. But like I said, it's a challenge, real big challenge right now. So, uh, I got to stay motivated in it, not feel like it's pointless. Like there just are no good jobs that I could take. I got to make opportunities for myself. So can't give up now. And storm chasing videos. Oh man, Drake, I swear you gotta I gotta pay you to be my sidekick because it's so funny all the job suggestions you're giving me. And that's another one, by the way. Storm chasing probably gonna be take a lot of training. Michelle, what are you talking about? I don't know. Wait, I don't know if there's some chat option. Let me see. It says all live chat messages. Yeah, don't blame anybody else for chat not working. It seems to be working fine. People were able to talk before. Sorry. I put my finger up like this because I'm scrolling past the screen for to read your chat comments. Yeah, Malta McMurchie says it works good too. I like the fan for your profile picture, Malta. Pay you, Drake. Hey, I don't have money yet. Okay, you gotta give me time before I can pay you. So, what the hell am I gonna do? Oh, it's a real challenge, real frustrating. Thinking, thinking all the limitations on work and what I don't like doing and stuff, but all the money I owe. It's a big challenge. And again, even if I take a job, I could work it 40 hours a week basically. I'm probably gonna barely notice the money because so much of it's gonna be gone towards other expenses anyways. And I'm not going to make it nearly quick enough, and I'm going to be miserable probably anywhere I'm working. I mean, there's just not many places I want to work, uh, and not many types of jobs I want to work. I think there's so much potential that people don't realize, and that goes untapped because people just look at things and assume the way they are is just the way they have to be, and there's nothing we can do to change it, and there's nothing we can look into to see if things really need to be the way they are, like with all the crappy jobs there are, and the reasons people struggle to get by financially. It's really difficult. So I don't know. I'm just gonna keep looking. I guess that's all I can do. Just keep looking, constantly struggle. Oh, okay. Appreciate that, Michelle. I didn't want anybody to say anything, you negative towards another chatter. If you know Big Burger, maybe we could do something at Super Deluxe. I've actually reached out to Super Deluxe to try and work for them. No, they didn't hire me, but that's another thing actually I really should look into is trying again with them or other companies that I really like Cafe. Everything is terrible. They're all companies that make videos I like as well. So yeah, those are companies I think are kind of on the cutting edge as far as not just making stuff on YouTube now, but they're actually a company that's sort of they're performing in a way they have to perform. It's not, but they're not a company that's just like a studio making movies, putting in theaters. They've adapted to the internet, but they're still finding a way to make money and pay people for that too. And so it would be a lot better than just working for myself doing this. If I could focus and channel what I'm doing for a company like Super Deluxe or Cafe, Everything is Terrible. I'm not sure who else. There are other companies out there. But those are three ones that I'd be most interested in. Then yeah, that'd be great to do that. And that'd be something else I could look into. And see, even I succumb to that too of thinking, well, this is just how it is. You can't change it, so why even try? Because I forget, oh yeah, you can look up Super Deluxe and think of new ways to try and get their attention and show them that I'd be a good addition to their company. I'd be a valuable part of their company if I worked for them. And so I got to think of new ideas. Working at Starbucks, Drake, how do you think I would take working at Starbucks? Taking people's orders the first time someone tells me to do something particular or they don't like or they're in a rush or something, I would be so angry I wouldn't want to work there. And I think most service workers, by the way, I wish they could do that. I wish they could say, okay, you treat me rude, I'm just going to leave. Because I'd be so happy if we lived in a world where people couldn't get service because they're assholes. And they treat customer service employees like assholes. So if they're going to be rude, then they can't get service. But I understand not everybody can quit because obviously you're stuck with your job. And it's hard to find new work. And also, some people just like it too. But I'd be really happy with that if people just quit, took my attitude and just quit. That's what I did with all my old jobs, just quit them. I'm surprised I've been at this job as long as I have, almost 4 years now. I've never been at a company that long and had one kind of job for this long. I've always worked for companies at 2 years or less. Drake, you're in the Special Olympics. That's really cool. I know Arnold Schwarzenegger trains Special Olympians. Yeah, you're aware of him. Hey, maybe you'll work with him someday. If you work with him, no, I won't say tell him about my videos. I wouldn't do that. But that'd be really cool though if you work with him. Uh, I don't know what to say anymore. Now I'm getting a little tired, so I guess I'll get going soon. But it is really nice to do this, to go live on here. Thankfully, my phone hasn't overheated. It's been an hour. I don't know why it overheated so bad at my mom's house when we were cooking. I guess because the kitchen was hotter. I don't know. Do whose voice? Oh, Arnold's? I can't do his voice. Uh, appreciate it, Drake. You're always funny to. By the way, Drake. Okay. Hey, Alex. Oh my goodness, Alex. I've been on here for an hour and I'm getting tired. It's like 4:50 in the morning. I've been talking. You can rewatch this later. I've been talking about struggling to find extra work. I need extra money badly. I owe a bunch of money. Um, Drake, where do you live? Because you're up so late. I'm curious why you're up late. I guess you live in America. Now, Tapwater, what are you saying? Now the chats are easy. Chat messages are easier to read. Before they'd flicker by, but now they still flicker. Yeah, it's kind of. I don't know what am I supposed to do to keep them on screen? Let's see. It'd be cool to see you and your mom do something on their channel. They've seen so many unique types of videos. It would be a great addition to the channel. I think fit them pretty well. Pretty well. Oh, if you're talking about Super Deluxe or something, thanks. Yeah, I would really try to, and I'm going to try and think of some ideas for that. I have like 150 note cards of ideas for videos, and a lot of them I don't have the time to make them, or they're too expensive to make. Because think about it, even when I'm filming with my mom, everything's handheld with whatever we have. I don't have much time to set up different shots and get different stuff that I want. It just don't have time. My mom works 2 jobs and takes care of her house. Um, and you know, well, yeah, I would try and make time if she did, but that's cool, Drake. Still talk to Angry Grandpa? Well, I'll post a comment on Facebook for him sometimes, and he checks them and responds to them. And I'll still. All right. Good night, Michelle. Thank you. And anyways, yeah, and I'll still talk to Pickle Boy once in a while. Um, we don't talk a whole lot, but we'll tweet each other back and forth or something. And it's good to see that he's doing well. But anyways, just got to keep looking. Just keep looking like crazy. It's so difficult, and you can't get complacent looking for work, and it only gets harder as you get older. And then people are wondering, why are you so old and you don't have a career set for yourself already? And plus, my resume is so spotty and doesn't look great as it is too, just because uh, most of my career has been film work, and the film work hasn't really paid, so it's not like, it's been amateur film work or videography work, and my actual career has been crap. It's just working service jobs, washing cars, movie theater employee, bouncer. Yeah, anyways, sorry. Oh, you found me from Mank Grandpa. That's what you're saying. Cool, thanks. A lot of people did. That was a great help. That's another thing, collaborating with other YouTubers. So that's something I'll work on too. But yeah, you all gave me some great ideas. Thinking about Super Deluxe. Thinking about. And I do have one idea, sort of. It's a secret for Super Deluxe. I'm thinking of. That's all. So, uh, but trying to think of other stuff. Maybe they have some opportunity. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Thanks, Malta. Yeah, maybe some other opportunity to join in on Super Deluxe. Maybe they need some contribution with something. That'd be great. Yeah, that would be a really cool thing to try and do instead of just applying for jobs at wherever the hell that I would hate not want to do. Is actually apply to a job like at Super Deluxe or the other companies I mentioned, Cafe. They make funny video mashups, and probably some. I don't know, maybe some other stuff. I haven't checked as much of what they make. Or Everything is Terrible, who I've followed for years. They're really funny. Thank you. Well, I'm gonna think about that stuff. Last 2 days I've been sleeping. I got up kind of early and then would sleep till like 2:30, 3 in the afternoon. So the day's just shot when I do that. And unfortunately, I'm up late now too. So it doesn't look like today's going to be any better. And I'm trying to get good exercise done every day too. So it sucks trying to get that done and eat and fit in time to eat with my roommates around during the day and taking up a bunch of space in the kitchen. And it's like they don't like to be alone. So they're always out in the kitchen or the living room with their laptops or whatever, all hanging out and talking. So it's kind of annoying. And it makes it hard to make time to eat and cook because they're around, and then I'm just sitting there, and I feel like I'm being scrutinized as I'm eating. I don't like the attention. Yeah. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate that. Um, well, yeah. I guess I'll get going because it is getting kind of late here. So appreciate it, guys. Thank you for the ideas. I always appreciate that. And, the simplest ideas are often the best ones. The simplest ones meaning stuff I overlooked because I overthought it, and somebody just puts out the simplest idea, uh, the most obvious idea, and it works best. So that's why I absolutely believe in asking the simplest, most basic questions, like why should we do this? What's going on here? And just finding out and just listening to what people's answers are. So I really appreciate that. I don't know what's such a great maneuver RDM show. I guess you're saying trying to apply to Super Deluxe. It seemed like you were trying to say that earlier. Anyways, okay. Well, look, I enjoy these live streams, and it's so cool that I can do this from my phone now. I don't even have to be at my computer. I can lie down in bed here. This is where I am in bed. My bed here. Ridiculous little kids, cheapest ass wood bed frame. My landlord had this here. I'm kind of better off just sleeping on the floor, but it'd be if I wouldn't mind that. But anyways, I'm gonna get going, but I'm gonna think about I'm think about other ways to work for Super Deluxe or a company like that. Those are really good ideas. I really appreciate those ideas. That could be really important for me. Time Midkiff, man, it's good to be on YouTube Live right now on my phone because I can't get it fucking working on my desktop. YouTube just seems like a half-finished construction site when it comes to going live on my desktop. It just does not work. But I've been on here. I slept on the floor for 2 years in Annandale. Thank you, Tapwater. I really appreciate that. You keep up live streams? Hey, I will. I really like this. Look, it's not even that extravagant. I'm not producing anything polished or anything. I'm not like on some software on my computer that makes it look really nice where like how Magix does live streams. If you've seen Magix, he's a guy I've worked with before. He'll do live streams that look great, have great graphics and everything. He'll do video game live streams. It's all the format, like the shape of the screen, the way everything's set up is really good. I really just enjoy doing it, and I'd like to do that too. But I really like this like sort of unvarnished feel to doing this on the phone, where it's just what you see in front of you. You're capturing what you see. I feel like there's an emotion to that, and it's just amazing how convenient the technology is. I never would have thought we'd have this, because like when I wanted to be a filmmaker, starting when I was 17, that was 15 years ago. Yeah, 15 years ago. YouTube didn't even exist then. Facebook didn't exist. Twitter didn't. So all these ways of connecting to people just did not exist back then. And I was thinking my film career would be totally different back then, that I would work in a studio, work at a TV station, something, and eventually get film work directing somehow, that it would work out for me. That would have been extremely difficult. Like the raw look, I do. Thank you. Yes. Drake, yeah, good night. Thank you, Drake, for all your suggestions and all your support. Drake, everybody has been a really good supporter of mine over the years, fan, and I really appreciate you having all these great suggestions. So, yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, this to me is interesting. Like just doing like this, darkly lit, spontaneous thing that's. There's emotion to it. That's all I can say. When's my next live stream? I don't know. I didn't even think I was going to do this tonight. I ended up just doing it. The narration. Thanks. Yeah, Malta, like I said, voice work's very difficult, but thanks. I'm going to try, and I'm really going to push myself. It's hard, and especially as I get older, I just seem to want to constantly sleep. 10 years ago, I could get up and, work all day, 12 hours on 5 hours of sleep. I can kind of do that now, but I'm going to want to fall asleep a lot faster. So, anyways, so I know I'm going to sleep in today, that's for sure. But, and I get unmotivated when I lose some motivation when I feel bad that I'm sleeping in. But, because I'm like, oh, I got to do so much. I got to eat well. I got to exercise hard. Then I got to go to work. I'm losing. And then my day's gone. But I'm really going to think about new ways of working for some of these video companies that you guys have talked about. Okay, thank you all for watching. When the next live stream is, hey, uh, be whenever. I feel I like that these aren't scheduled. That I just do them when I feel like it's a good time or I have something to say. And I was interested in doing it later tonight because I wanted to see if maybe people from around the world who watch would be up watching, instead of like doing it at a time where people in America more will be up. Thanks, Drake. Appreciate that. Yeah, go on and like my fan page. Everybody go like my fan page. Go to the description. I have my Facebook page there, and Twitter page. Follow me there. Anyways, I will look into how to get more of those video jobs. I really appreciate those such great suggestions. Whenever I get the simplest, most straightforward ones, I can't say thank you enough for that. I'm going to bed. Thanks for watching, everyone. Good night.